Evening, everyone. I hope you all had a great weekend. Unless you're an Arsenal fan, well, it wasn't that great, was it? Tonight, I've got just me and Diesel, while Terry is out taking his daughter on a birthday dinner. Good luck. I hope you have a good night, Terry, and hope I forgot his daughter's name now. It's terrible. What's his daughter's name?
Terry, female Terry.
Hey?
So we've got Terence, and the daughter's name's Terry. No, I'm joking. I don't know, mate.
I've forgotten now what its name, but anyway, I hope she has a lovely birthday dinner anyway.
Yeah.
And my memory's terrible on names and things like that. Maybe I'm getting old and I don't know what it is. But anyway, how are you, Diesel?
We all are.
How are you tonight, Diesel? You okay, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Still fuming from yesterday, if I'm honest with you.
I mean, yeah, evening, Charlie, as well. Evening, James. Evening.
I'm sorry, go on.
William.
Tony.
Evening. Connor. Tony, Tony, good evening, Tony. And everyone in the chat, good evening. I hope you're all well. Let's look back at the weekend. And to start, I'm going to start with the Everton game. Burnley, not a great game, but Burnley showed a lot of fight and could cause a few problems next week. In a 1-1 draw with Everton, but Everton equalised through Calvert-Lewin, but they could cause Arsenal problems next week. Everyone seems to think Arsenal get back to winning ways quite easily next week. But what do you think, Diesel, on that one? Do you think Burnley could cause us a few problems?
Yeah, Christ. I said this when I was on last night, Claude, after you left, and Tony Rolfe come on. Big up Tony, by the way. I said to him, there are no easy games. I'm looking at our fixture list, Claude. I can't see the way it is at the moment. I can't pick out a game and say to you, Claude, that's the game where we're going to get 3 points. That's a guaranteed 3-pointer. None of them, right? And everyone, I'm seeing a lot of people online at the moment basically saying, Arsenal have got a bit of a result here because our next game is against Burnley, right? So. Yeah. That's going to be a guaranteed win, and that will obviously get the confidence back and all that. The way they're talking about Burnley, just dismissing Burnley. If I was Sean Dyche, I'd be showing all of those tweets, right, to the Burnley players and saying, this is what Arsenal think of you, right? So when go there and hurt them. And you know what? I can see Burnley doing it, Claude. And if we beat Burnley, right, let's be honest, Burnley are a very hard-working side, right? So we're going to have our work cut out. If we beat them, we've got to earn it, right? And let's be honest, Claude, we're not playing well at the moment. We're not putting the shift in. We're not working hard. We're not breaking a sweat. Can you see it? I can't.
Yeah, I thought they were very unlucky. I thought they could have easier won the game. Everton seem to be stuttering a bit at the moment after a good early start to the season. I think maybe that. Their players, their new players, maybe just finding it a little bit difficult. But I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see how they get on for the rest of the campaign. Moving on to the next game, Man City, comfortable win, 2-0. They were 2-0 up at half-time. Fulham put a bit of effort, and I've got to say, since the first game of the season, Diesel. They seem to have improved a little bit. He's been better. They only conceded 2 on, but they seem to have. They got a win at Leicester. They seem to have improved a little bit. It's Scott Parker's not doing a bad job considering the resources he's got.
Yeah. I think they just. I think what he's probably done, Claude. I think at the start of the season. I think they were just playing not to lose. But from what I'm seeing of Fulham at the moment, I think the last few games he's taken the shackles off the players a little bit. And if I'm honest, I think the mentality is, look, he said it in that press conference, we're going to lose a lot more games than what we win this season. And with him having said that, it just seems to me he's let the shackles off, and he's just basically said to the players, just go out there, express yourselves, enjoy yourselves, and what will be, will be. You know, that's how it looks to me. And they started to play. You know, they started to play. They don't play bad football, Fulham, believe it or not.
Lookman is coming along as well now, and he looks like he's coming along well. And I was, but of course, it was always going to be difficult against Man City. But they didn't buckle under in the second half, and then actually they gave it a go a bit in the second half. Then going on to the big game I thought one of the big games on Saturday.
Yeah,
West Ham for 60 minutes, absolutely for me, were well on top. The Man United were awful for 60 minutes. They went goal down. I think the only problem is West Ham did not kill them off because they had chances to kill them off. Unfortunately, I think the lack of a top quality striker might be the reason why they're not getting more than what they've got out of it. Because I think since the start, that early start of the season, they've come really good. Sad to see your club state at the moment, says GNA. Well, that's it. I mean, thanks, GNA TV. That's what's his name?
AC,
Yeah, that's his TV. He's got his own channel now. Well done, mate.
Yeah. Big up, AC.
I hope we get an invite on there soon, mate. You know, don't forget. Anyway, so what was I going to say? Then that ball, the ball. Did you see that the ball? It went out and it seemed to come back in. And Moyes fuming, and it turned the game because it was a brilliant finish in the end. The goal was a brilliant finish. But it turned the game, didn't it?
Yeah, you know what it was, Claude? I actually put West Ham down for a 2-1 win, right? I thought they'd beat them. And like you said, West Ham were the better team. Man United, right? Don't be fooled by the result because Man United were absolutely dreadful. What got them through that was the 3 goals they scored. It was literally 3 individual pieces of magic, right? That's all it was. Take that away. They were absolutely dreadful. And how many times have me and you said, just when you think Solskjaer's got nothing left in the tank, he somehow miraculously pulls out the result, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Pulls out the result. Lucky sod, mate. Lucky sod. But yeah. But if you can play like that and still win, Claude, then...
Yeah, but I think because they've got some great individuals that on their day they produce it. Pogba he can be quiet for 60, 70 minutes and produce a goal like that. Then you've got Greenwood, who's an up and coming young player, great finisher. Seems a real a natural finisher. And then you've got the other guy, Rashford, who always pulls one out, doesn't he? Pulls one out of the bag. So, and at the end of the day, they've gone on to win, but they're a funny side, United, because they've been outplayed. They were 2-0 down to Southampton, outplayed for a long period, and they came back. It's like they need a wake-up call to get them going. And then they just bang, they all come together. And but you've got Fernandez, or as Kenny Campbell call him, Fanash. I don't know who's
William Bush.
Steve will be on in about 15 minutes. He'll be on in 15 minutes to give us a.
Blimey, Stephen, you've turned. Where you been, mate? You finally turned, yeah?
Arteta out. I'm done with the rubbish. This rubbish. Where we go?
Claude, all these people are starting to turn now, mate. They're all starting to turn now, aren't they? So they can't go anywhere.
I was hearing a lot of things that the board are going to stick by him, whatever, and see it out completely. It's a great move, but they're going to see it out completely till the end. So we might have a lot of pain for the next year or so. Frank's Blues Army, Chelsea for the title. Must be so hard for you boys. Do you know what? I watched Spurs yesterday, right? The only problem, I thought that I said they're title contenders, but the only thing I will say regarding Spurs is is when it's their policy of the way they're playing. They're on the counter, waiting for things to happen, and not be. If they have to push it and a side does the same to them, I think we fell into their trap yesterday. I think we
did.
We went into their trap. And I don't think many teams will do that. I don't think a lot of teams will cotton onto that. And they could find a lot of games where there'll be 0-0s or 1-0s where they might get the win and might scrape a draw here there. And that could be the difference between them challenging Liverpool and Man City at the top, and Chelsea as well. But remains to be seen. We'll talk about that game in a minute. Then you got go on to Chelsea's game yesterday, Saturday. I mean, I thought very impressive. Leeds were very good in the first half, but once Chelsea equalised and got second half, they completely bossed it, Chelsea. And Oliver Giroud showing again. He's still got it, old Oliver Giroud, isn't he? He's still got it. He's still got that knack of scoring goals and doing well for them. And it seemed we were writing him off last year, but he's 2 games now, 5 goals, Diesel.
Yeah, do you know what, right, Claude? I said it. I think it was a week ago. Listen, I've always stuck up for Giroud because the amount of stick he used to get. Any player, Claude, right, who can score over 100 goals in a team that never, ever played to his strengths, you have to put respect on that name. You got to respect the man, right? And I'm telling you now, I'll take him over Lacazette in a heartbeat. I would. And I mean that, I would. I like Giroud. He's not a striker who's going to take us to a title, don't get me wrong. But I'll tell you something, as a plan B, as something different, there's no one better, mate. There's no one better. You know what I mean? And I don't think he wanted to really leave us, right? The club wanted him to go. I don't think he wanted to go. But let's be honest. I mean, some of the goals he scored, Claude, he's not a rubbish player. He's not. And the amount of goals he scored more than Lacazette. Fact. Do you know what I'm saying? The way we play, we're more suited to Lacazette than what we ever were Olivier Giroud. So do you know what? I respect the player. I like him. I like Giroud. Got a super chat here.
Where is it? I can't see it.
Are
we the worst team in the league on form? Well, you tell me, Burn. You had hardly anything to do yesterday. We still got beat. So you tell me. But thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Cheers, Burn.
Yeah. So we'll go into that soon. We'll go into the Arsenal game. But Chelsea, very impressive. Title contenders? Diesel, title contenders?
Chelsea, for me, I've got to be honest, I'd say no. Only reason being, I've always said, I'm more fearful of Chelsea next year. Next season, I think they need a season. Listen, they're starting to win games now, Claude, right? They're on a bit of a run. And for me, they still haven't clicked, right? But they're winning games, right? With a season under their belt, I'll tell you something. Next season, I think they're going to be a force. I really do. I still think it's between Man City and Liverpool this season. I opted for Man City, and I'll stand by that. But listen, the way the season's going, Claude, it could be anyone's, mate. It could be anyone's.
Even Arsenal.
Anyone? Sorry, let me. I'll rephrase. Anyone's other than Arsenal. I wish, mate. I wish.
The next 20 games. Who knows? Football's a funny game, mate. Football's a funny game.
Yeah. Hello, Chris. Hope you're well, mate.
All right. Moving on to Sunday. Crystal Palace. Oh, hold on. I think there's another one in here. Who's that? Sammy called the lamppost is scoring now for Chelsea. Yeah, who would call him a lamppost, eh? Who was that idiot? Who was that idiot?
What numpty would call him a lamppost?
Yeah, what numpty would call him a lamppost? Come on. Jesus Christ. I wonder who that was, eh? I don't know. Moving on to West Brom Palace. West Brom looking dire straits. I thought they were unlucky at Old Trafford, but they come back home to Crystal Palace. But having said that, they were 1-1, and then of course they had a player sent off. I thought a bit harsh, the red card, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
red cards out for now these days. I think that was a bit harsh. But Palace looking again. Wilfred Zaha scoring another 2.
Yeah.
Remember when you bought him, Diesel? He's another 2 goals for Wilfred Zaha. That the guy from QPR, I don't know if I said the right name, he had a really good game. He was superb yesterday. Absolutely run the show for Palace.
Yeah.
Hello, Steffi, my sweetheart.
Hello,
how
Steph.
are you?
Happy anniversary, Steph, for yesterday.
I can't wait to meet and give me that cuddle that you promised me. But don't tell Gunner. Don't tell Gunner.
Their anniversary yesterday, so yeah, happy anniversary to you and Lee, Steffi.
What anniversary?
Yeah. It's their anniversary yesterday.
Are they married?
No, just obviously since they got together. But
oh, that's what the anniversary is all about. Oh my God, I wonder what they were going on about yesterday. Happy anniversary. I said, what anniversary? I didn't know they were married. Do they have anniversaries for relationships now?
Yeah.
God, what coming
so they have an anniversary for a lot more than that, Claude.
What is the world coming to? Anniversaries. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no, you only have. I thought you only have anniversaries when you're married. Well, mind you, mine was a 16-week anniversary. That one.
Claude putting Lee in it. Right, swiftly moving on.
Anyway,
bless you.
Yeah, but she's lovely. She's lovely, Steph. I've not met her, but she sounds really a nice person.
Yeah, no, nice girl.
Where we go? Anyway, what was I saying? This is Tony Blackwell. Is this
true what Tony says there? Benteke.
If you can let Benteke score twice, here's another impressive performance in Benteke getting 2. And one of them goals was a fantastic goal, actually. If you watch it, the way he turned, spun, and scored, put that away. Arsenal are second from being the worst team. Sorry to say. Oh yeah, is that Tony? Is that
Yeah, Tony's. Let me get this right. I think Tony's Terry's brother-in-law. Brother-in-law. I'm sure it's his brother-in-law.
Well, that's right. Oh, right. I thought it was.
But Tony agrees with me. He very rarely agrees with Terry. So that's why I love Tony. Me and Tony, we're like that. Ain't we, Tony? Me and you, mate. Boys. Hey? Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure he will do that, Stephen. Stephen will pop on in about, if you pop on in about 10 minutes, Stephen. I've sent you the link so you can make your announcement live here on the Claude and the Banstas show. And you can do that for which is quite a good announcement to make, actually, and very good. We'll go into that later. So that was West Brom. Sheffield United, I so feel sorry for them because they've not played awful, and yet they're sitting at the bottom of the table with 1 point. Yesterday, beaten in the last minute, once again, in the last minute, Jamie Vardy puts away. And you've got to give. I love Jamie Vardy. I do love Jamie Vardy. Don't know about you.
Oh, I love seeing that comment, Club.
Pro, isn't he?
Seeing that comment from Burnt.
No one ever agrees with Terry. No, Diesel does. Diesel was agreeing with him last night, wasn't he?
No chance, mate. No chance. No. Vardy, I love Vardy. Claude. Vardy still plays football like he plays in the playground or over the park.
See that message there?
Did Claude leave his missus because she wasn't into football? If so, what a legend. Keep up the good work, lads. Dan, that's a quality comment. And
as you can see, here I am all on my own.
Oh, She wanted you to.
My bachelor pad, but I'm unfortunately too old.
Yeah, I think she wanted Claude to stop going to the Arsenal, and as soon as she said that, see you, get out. Come between me and my club. You're mad. See you later. Later on. Go on, Claude.
Look, thank you, Daniel. Oh, where is it? Daniel's gone. Oh, Daniel's coming with a super chat. There he is. I don't know. You retrieve it. I can't retrieve it on mine. Evening, lads. Hope you're well. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you for stepping in at the last minute. A little tummy bug got Lee Gunner off this morning, but Daniel kindly stepped in at the last minute, and thank you very much. A good show, Daniel, and good figures for that show, Daniel. And yes, I found a way now. I think I'll find a way to do that for you next week when you come on. Yeah. Thank you, Daniel, for that. And yeah, so hold on.
Yeah. So Tony is Terry's brother-in-law. That's right, Diesel. I'm the better looking one out of the two. Not hard, is it, Tony? Let's be honest. Nice one. Keep up the great job, guys. Great content. Really enjoying it. Ryan, top man. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated.
Tony, has he finished the bathroom? He still hasn't finished that bathroom yet. You know, all that time. God, I'm still waiting. We're waiting. He's asked me to do the opening, to cut the ribbon.
Cut the ribbon. Yeah.
The opening of Terry's bathroom live. We'll do it live on the Claude and the Banstas show.
Yeah. We got to stream it, Claude, didn't we? We got to stream that.
The opening of the Terry's bathroom. Yeah, you'll be seeing it live on the Claude and the Banstas show. We've done West Brom. We've done Leicester. I thought Sheffield United. Do you think they're a bit unlucky? They deserve a bit more than they.
Yeah. They're not getting the rub of the green at the moment, Claude. If I'm honest, and it's a shame because they had they exceeded expectations last season, didn't they? They played out of their skin, and he got such a tune out of them. The problem with them, I noticed it after the restart, last season, is that they've got such a small squad, Claude. Such a small squad, and with these games coming in thick and fast, they can't keep up. They're probably on burnout, already. But I will say they haven't backed him, Claude. He needed players. He needed more. He needed quantity as well as quality in the summer. He hasn't got it. He brought in a couple of players and that was it. But listen, I take nothing away from Chris Wilder. I still think he's a really good manager. I'll take him right now over Arteta.
The signature says Cronky out. Was it you? I don't know where my glasses.
No, go on, mate, I'll do it. Signature. Thank you very much, mate. He's put Cronky out. It's like going to a chippy and complaining about the chips and expecting the owners to sell up. What if Vardy had signed?
Yeah, good point, signature. And thank you so much for the donation. So Sheffield United, and then
thank you.
We'll leave the Arsenal game till last. Yeah, we'll leave it till last.
Yeah. Because we've got a lot to talk about.
We've got to say how impressive Liverpool were in their game.
Was it Wolves? Wasn't it?
Was the 4-0 Wolves. Salah got them off. Wijnaldum made it 2. Who was the other one that made it 3? It was Mata. Made it 3, and an own goal from Semedo. And then there was a little dive from the Wolves player. The Wolves player.
What's his name?
They tried to get a penalty. It was a 1-0. It could have changed the game, but of course the referee went to the camera again, and it was disallowed.
Yeah.
Wolves, Liverpool looking impressive, Diesel. Even though they've got a lot of players out missing, they're still rolling over teams. It looks ominous, doesn't it? That they could.
Yeah, but you know why, Claude? Right? Because they've got a top manager. Right? They've got a top manager, and if Liverpool, right, when Virgil van Dijk, right, got injured, even I thought, do you know what? That's more or less that could be their season done, right? And then they had other injuries, coming through as well. I mean, Addison's not been playing. They've been playing the young boy. Is it Kelleher? in goal.
Yeah.
And do you know what? With all these injuries, right? No matter who comes into that side, they know what they have to do. They play the same way, right? And that's from Klopp. That's Klopp, obviously, from the under-18s, the reserves. That whole club and all the reserves and all the academy, they all play the same way. Right? That's the first thing that he instilled when he came into the club. So even though they've got injuries, Claude, right, and he brings in an 18-year-old, he doesn't look out of place.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's be honest, you've got to applaud that. Right? They are everything at the moment that I wish we were.
That Jota's a good signing, isn't he?
Another one that we could have got. Yeah. Another gem in this league. You know, I've been saying it for ages. We keep going abroad. We've got gems here, right under our noses.
Why would he want to come to us, man? Why would he want to come to us at the moment?
We're a bigger club than Wolves, mate.
It's a mess, mate. Why would anyone come to us? But yeah, very impressive, Liverpool. I don't know what everyone thought, but I think they're going to go a long way this season. I think they're going to be very hard to catch once they get going as well. Once they get all their players back, God help everyone else. Klopp has got everyone playing. They know what they respect of him.
Exactly, Chris. Exactly, mate.
100%, 100% right. And what's this say? What's this say? Let me get my glasses. Yeah. Read that while I get my glasses.
Yeah, go on, mate. Stephen O'Connor. Hope you're well, Steve. Evening, lads. We are lucky to have Fabinho to step in for Virgil. He's been world class, mate. He's for a player who's not. He's not a centre half. He doesn't look out of place, does he? He doesn't look out of place. Who's that young player that Klopp brought in a couple of weeks ago? Was it Phillips? Sure, that was his name.
Yeah. He played big role, didn't he?
He got man of the match, Claude. He got man of the match.
Yeah.
You know, it's just brilliant. It's all down to
Natita's crazy Gooner says, nice to see you place. Thank you very much. Wolves will go down this season. They finish in the bottom half of the table, even below us, possibly. No, I don't know about that.
No, Wolves ain't going down. Come on, man.
Showed you how bad we were. They went there and lost 4-0. They come to us and played us off the park.
Don't forget, Claude. That's with their talisman going off injured with a fractured skull. Right, they still beat us even without him. Jimenez.
Yeah, Emin said it's Phillips. His name is Phillips. Yeah, I think I remember that now.
Yeah, that's the one. Phillips.
Universal Klopp in charge in the new training. He wanted under 23 training with the main team. Now they will improve. Or maybe that's what we should be doing there.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of things going on there. But as I said, as I've been told by a lot of people, Arteta is here to stay. Whether you like it or not, they're going to see it through. They're going to see it through. It doesn't matter if we get in the 17th, 18th. As long as we don't go down, we'll be there next season. And that's it. They're going to see it through. They're going to go through the hard times to get through the good ones. That's what they're saying. I don't know whether the fans will be patient. Troopz plugging Arteta out shirts with his new mate was an absolute embarrassment. Whether you're Arteta out or not, have some class, agree. I don't really want to comment on that, but everyone to their own. I'm not saying nothing. We're not getting ready.
I've got to force myself to, not mate, because otherwise I'll say something that I seriously regret, and I can't be bothered.
Burnley are coming to break another record from 1974. Yeah, that's another record that might be played. Yeah, they haven't beat one since 1974. Is that right? That's incredible.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen, didn't you? They're going to rock up at the Emirates, Claude. I'll tell you something. You have Chris Wood turning into the next Lewandowski, mate. Probably putting 2 or 3 past us. Oh God.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What's this, Chris? Chris Davidson agrees. 100%. I can't see Arteta leaving if we want him gone. The ball will have egg on their face if they do. Yeah, I think that's it. They don't want to be proved that they've made another mistake, so they're going to see it out. Cool. Come on, please don't say that. I hear that what you're saying, but trust me, it's not going to get better. But I respect your opinion. No, it's not me. It's not Diesel was saying it. I'm hearing what I'm just hearing what I heard today. Everyone thinks that he's going to stay, and he's not going anywhere. And he's here for the long haul, whether you like it or not. I think what they're trying to do is what they've done with Ferguson. But this is not 30 years ago, is it? I mean, come on, that's 30 years ago. That when Ferguson went 4 years without doing anything, so they stuck with him. But I don't know if Arsenal are going to do that. I don't think they will, because I thought we were in the result business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly, mate. Big up to Tony Blackwell for this comment as well. Well done, both of you. Don't need to drop down to that level. You're bigger than that. Exactly, Tony. So I think that's obviously with regards to commenting about others. Let them do what they got to do, mate. Let them put their soap opera on, Claude. We keep it real over here, don't we? Real emotions. So we don't need an Oscar.
Yeah.
So
everyone does what they want to do. I'm not involved in it.
Yeah. Exactly.
All I worry, if I've done something wrong, then I will hold my hands up, and that's it. So coming to the one we never really wanted to come to this weekend, Diesel.
Yep.
Strange game for me. Tottenham didn't have to do anything. They just done two things. One breakaway when we were going to attack. People in no man's land. We got Stephen in there. We've got Stephen. Yeah, but before we go into that, we've got Stephen on the chat. Hello, Stephen. You want to make an announcement? Yeah, you want to make an announcement, mate?
Adios.
Well, let's just put it this way: the fundraiser that we all started back in August, something like that.
Yeah.
We've now hit the £1,000 target.
Oh, congratulations, and well done.
Right.
Well done to everyone. Well done to everyone. I'm sure a lot of people that have been following this channel have been contributing as well. Well done to you all. And yeah, that's brilliant. So
let's have it right. Let's have it right. That's been through a pandemic and through a couple of lockdowns, right?
Yeah.
That makes it even more special. So you know what? Fair play, Steve.
Yeah. I think that's the only positive I got out of yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah. Your thoughts on yesterday? I haven't spoken to you.
Yeah, Steve. I understand you've now turned, mate. Finally, where you been?
Because I've been using your cocoa butter, mate.
All right, I'll let you off.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you can't go to a North London derby and play like that. I'm sorry, you can't. They didn't even want to fight. Not one. And I'm sorry, it's to a point now. If we're in this sort of form last season, we sacked. So why ain't it any different? And the way we're going, we'll do what Leeds did in 2004: get relegated. Don't say it's out of possibility. No one's too good to go down.
Exactly.
No one is, but I don't think we're that. I think we're bad. I'm not sure we're that bad.
We are, Claude. We are.
You do think that? I mean,
yeah. Because if the longer we're down there, Claude, it's going to get to a point in the season where we all call it the business end of the season, right? Where these players, to get out of it, they've got to roll up their sleeves and fight. These players are not fighters, Claude. They're not fighters. They'd rather sink. All right. If you're in battle, mate, right, you're in the trenches. Are you looking at these players thinking, you know what I mean? They're going to get us out of this. They're going to fight. They're having a laugh. I would not rely on any of these lot.
I'm sorry. The energy they show. Honestly, I have no energy before an Alma Fusion on Thursday, right? That's the amount of energy they showed for that North London derby. Bar none.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. And don't tell me these players have not known what a North London derby is. It's also the same players that got Emery to beat them 4-2 at the Emirates. So they know what it's about.
The last time they played really well against Spurs, isn't it? You're right. It was that game. Was that Emery, under Emery?
Yeah, it was under Emery. Aubameyang scored, and then Torreira scored. The only reason they took the lead is because they cheated.
Yeah. I think I remember that game. Yeah, was that the one?
It was at the Emirates, and we just battered them from
Aubameyang just put us level 2-2, didn't it? Yeah. I remember. Yeah, that was the good. Yeah, that's when Aubameyang was not playing really well.
But that's the thing as well. You've got a striker there that's going 20 goals on a list that's 20 goals a season, and he scored 2, 1 from open play. Right.
Yeah.
And if you can't get Pepe, Partey, Tierney, Gabriel, Leno to play all around him, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry, don't tell me on paper that team is deserving of 16th in the league on paper.
Yep.
On paper, it shouldn't be 16th in the league. You're right.
Shouldn't be.
No, and you see what Wolves done, what Liverpool done to Wolves just last night, and what we done with Wolves, and then you start wondering what the hell's going on. But I don't understand it. But apparently, I'm sorry to say this, Stephen, but you might all want Arteta out, but apparently he's here to stay, and they're gonna go through the bad times and to get through to the good times. Apparently, and they're gonna go through the pain. Have the fans got the patience? Have the Arsenal fans got patience?
I think these days Arsenal fans haven't got patience.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Arsenal
fans, no fans have got patience these days. Right?
No, I can't see it. I can't see it. I mean,
so
what's happening?
With all due respect, you two say that, and I've got to disagree, because I think we've been amongst the most patient fan base in world football. We've been patient for 16 years, Claude. We've been patient since we left Highbury, right? And we've had to put up with that stigma of being a banter club for God knows how many years. And yet we still rock up, and we still go to the stadium. We still pay the highest ticket prices in Europe, right? Yeah, we still put up, with this crap, absolute crap. It's only now that fans are thinking, do you know what? No more putting up with this crap. No more of these promises that we're going to be up there. No more of this players with potential that we think they're going to make it. How many times have we heard about a project? How many times? Wenger days.
There is no project. There's no project.
But it's not this process thing. That's the line for this season. All the other years before, project, rebuild, war chest in the summer, right? And we get taken, we get sucked in by it. And when it doesn't happen, all I keep hearing is next year, give it one more year, next year.
So it's like going through a recycling centre.
No more.
It's like going through a recycling. It's like putting your bottle through a recycling bin. It gets spun round, reused. Right? It gets to a point now that you're looking at it, and I'm sorry, when I looked at that lineup yesterday, I immediately, when I saw Bellerin, I was like, we're screwed. Right?
Yeah.
He didn't even know Son was gone. Right? I could have been attached to my Albion infusion pump. Even I would have been able to put a better run down the line. I'm sorry, and this guy is about to equal more foul throws. He's done more foul throws than Aubameyang scored goals.
Yeah.
I mean, for goodness sake. I don't see 3-year-olds throwing the ball onto a pitch like foul throwing.
You say that, but he ain't picking himself, is he? It's
and who picks him? It's not the owner, it's not the players.
It all comes back to Arteta for me.
Yeah, there's a lot on the chat saying he should go tonight. There's a lot of people that think that he should go. But as I say again, and I was hearing it today, that the board have decided that they're going to see it through. They're going to see it right through until the bitter end. And what they're going to do is they're going to just see it through. And hopefully that is at the end, something good will happen. But
Claude, we're already at the end. We're not on a big club anymore. Not even mid-table.
Yeah, we're not. I know that, but this looks like this is what we got now, because I don't think they want to admit that they've made a mistake in appointing him, and that's it. That's the problem. And it don't look good on them if we keep sacking managers every year either.
Do you know what? I spend most of my week having to be. I get that, but I have to spend most of my week being positive, right? For obvious reasons, right?
Yeah.
So when I get to a weekend and I watch Arsenal, right? I watch it. I'll do my stream, right? I get bantered on my stream. Yeah, I can take that. But not as much as some people. And then I turn off. I switch off. Forget about it. Don't worry about stats. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Right? The only thing I really worry about is the F1 because that keeps me entertained. Right? Because I like Lewis Hamilton. But apart from that, I don't worry about it because all it does is make me depressed. I've got more things to worry about in my life than Arsenal at the minute. They're not doing anything for me.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Exactly.
So why should I worry about it?
And Steve, look at that comment by Lone Star, right? And bear in mind, Lone Star is Arteta in, right? Lone Star's with Terry when it comes to Arteta, and even he's saying that. That says it all for me.
We've scored 2 goals in the last 7 games, 1 goal in the last 4, lost the last 4. Arteta's 3 games, must win or he will be gone. And I don't know. You know what?
That'll be Arsenal's Christmas present. That'll be Arsenal's Christmas present.
That he'll be gone. But I'm not sure. I think these are digging in, that this board are digging in on this one. They're not going to make the decision yet. They're digging in.
No, they won't.
Well, I'll tell you what, they might as well dig the hole all the way to the Championship then.
Yeah. He'll be here at the end of the season. I'm telling you now, this board, they're not ruthless, mate. They don't care as long as.
You're funny. They'll drop us to the Championship, right? And they'll put the prices up like the train tickets, right? Because they're losing more money.
Mm. Yeah. Neutral. It's a neutral. Is this guy a neutral?
I mean, look at this. Like Bellerin said after Liverpool, right? We didn't expect to win. That's what he come out and said, right? That is a sackable offence, right? He should have gone after what he said about Sanchez, but he stayed.
And he has a go at fans.
Yeah.
You can't even play football. You should be. He should be able to. I'm sorry, his legs should be chopped off for impersonating a footballer. I'm sorry.
The thing is, though, Steve, right? The way I look at it, right? When you look at these players, right? As fans, we demand fight, passion, a shift, work rate, and all that. Especially, but when you look at it, this is why I go at the manager, because these players, right? Aubameyang, I'm very harsh on Aubameyang, right? I don't care what anyone in this chat tells me, right? He ain't got no credit in the bank for me, right? What's he doing now? I don't care about last season. That's done with. I keep saying it, fish and chip paper, yeah? It's all about now, right? And I see him yesterday jogging, not running, not busting a gut. Harry Kane doesn't score every game, right? But he contributes in other areas. Aubameyang doesn't contribute shit.
With Harry Kane, you know what Harry Kane has done, right? What Aubameyang's done, and even I've had to admit that now. Kane's changed his game to stay in that side. Kane's now changed his game to stay in that side. He used to be the out-and-out striker, right? Now he knows that he's even better to link with Son as a deep lying, as a number 10, right? Pretty much like Lacazette tried to do on a Thursday, right? So he'd rather play there because he knows he'll benefit the team even more.
Yeah,
you see Aubameyang doing that?
It's that, but the difference with these players, though, Aubameyang could play another 10 games from now, not score at all. He ain't getting dropped. Bellerin will never get dropped. Xhaka doesn't get dropped. Willian doesn't get dropped. So because these players know that, because they know that, they don't have to work hard, Steve. If they lose, I don't think those players were hurt yesterday when they lost 2-0 to their arch rivals.
No.
They're going back into their mansions, mate, and they're fucking their model wives. They don't give a shit. They don't hurt like how we hurt. That's why I've got no sympathy for them, mate. They're all a bunch of wrong-uns, in my opinion.
There's a super chat come in. It says, facts, Warber signed him as he believed we would compete. He knows that we signed him so we could sell him instead. Alber's lost faith in us now. Yeah, but there's no excuses.
I've got a feeling when he's put on that contract, there were a load of promises that he was promised and he ain't got one of them.
I don't give a shit, mate. Listen,
yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. It's not saying that.
He's being paid an absolute fortune, right?
I
Get on board with it or fuck off. It's as simple as that.
I
Sorry,
get
I'm
that.
not
I
having
don't
these
justify it. That
excuses.
doesn't justify how he's playing. Right? It doesn't justify it. Even I'm calling him out. Right? And I used to love aubameyang, right? But I'm guaranteeing you, they probably said, we're going to get this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, right, if you sign his contract. And then the board have got, right, now we've got him. Bye. Don't have to worry about it.
Apparently, Jamie Carragher is absolutely murdering on Sky Sports the way Arteta set us up yesterday.
Well, he's got every right to. Everyone's got every right to.
Exactly.
I noticed even Alex Scott, who's a real Arteta in, she didn't know where we was going either. There's Tony. Southwest Six, Tony Rolfe, as we all know him. Thanks for coming, Tony. Really appreciate it. Aubameyang can criticise Arteta's tactics. Does that not suggest that there's trouble in dressing room and Aubameyang is unhappy, boys? Yeah, well, you can look into that as well, yeah. But it doesn't excuse he still should be giving 100% on the pitch. I'm not having all this shit.
This guy's the captain.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what makes it worse for me, right? That's why I'm going so hard on Aubameyang, because of that very reason. He's our talisman, right? He's our captain. All this about, but he's not a captain, though. But well, then don't accept the armband. When you're offered it, don't take it. Don't accept it. No one forced you to have it, right? You've got it. And if you took it and you accepted it, Steve, that means you have to take the responsibility that comes with it. And unfortunately, when we're down in the dumpster and we're looking around, right, for a hero, a crusader, people are looking at you. You are our best player. You are the one who's meant to drag us out of it. I didn't see him bark any orders at any of those players yesterday. It's a bunch of 11 strangers on that pitch. 11 strangers. They don't communicate, all right? They don't. I'm sorry. It's sickening, mate.
And what's funny now? I'm sorry.
He was a captain.
He wasn't. He was a panic buy. Right? I don't get this. We're all going on. They're all going on. These people that said, "I want Arteta in," right? They're all going on about Arteta played for Arsenal. He played for Arsenal for 4 years. He's not a legend like Vieira as a captain. He's not a legend like Gilberto. Not a legend like Edu. Right? I'm sorry. You cannot count yourself as a legend when Arsene Wenger bought you as a panic buy because he got beat the crap out of by Ferguson at 8-2, right? And only just qualified for the Champions League. If he didn't qualify for the Champions League that year, we wouldn't have bought him. Simple as that. It's not like Arsene Wenger wanted to go out and buy him.
Alexandre Gomez has come in with another point here. He's saying real strength is his speed, and he's lost it because of age. He's not the player he was, unfortunately and sadly. Yeah, and then we go and give him a 3-year contract of 300 grand a week.
Yeah, and do you really think in 3 years' time, when that contract runs out, that someone's going to pay 350 grand a week? Sounds very familiar.
No, I think we were desperate on what we've done there. I think I don't know anymore. I don't know.
You know what? People now saying it's exactly like Ozil. We got desperate that we're going to lose Ozil or Sanchez, so we put him on a high contract.
Do you know what got me yesterday? There was, maybe second half, there was a little bit of an effort, but Arsenal Spurs.
I don't know. I started watching the F1 on my phone. I was getting bantered all the way through the stream, so I just started watching the F1 on my phone.
I understand that. And I was watching the game yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, don't these players know this is a North London derby? And
bring that last comment up, Diesel.
If Tony Adams was captain yesterday, he would have been going.
Good point, because Vieira's not doing well as a manager.
Yeah, that's true.
I never wanted any ex-Arsenal player here, Steve. Right?
No, because they have that loyalty. You know what? The problem with when we got rid of Wenger is because he stayed so frigging long. He made sure the club is now screwed because he stayed too long. Right, half of that squad is his squad. Right, half of those players are not even playing are his squad. Right, and half the players we've got to get rid of are his squad, and no one will buy him. right? So he's had that loyalty so much that we are now in this situation. And if Vieira comes in or Thierry Henry comes in, I've got a feeling if we do have some success with them, they won't let go.
I always wanted someone coming in who's got no affiliation with this club at all, no affiliation, right? Because this club stinks of sentiment, and it has done for years, yeah. Arteta was a cheap option. I asked a question, right, to Terry and to Claude, yeah. So I still haven't got an answer on this, right? Yeah, not to Claude because I know Claude's with me, yeah. He's not as harsh as I am, but I know Claude's Arteta out, yeah. Or give it all this until the end of the season. He's got to go. He should have gone last night, right? For me, he should have gone a few weeks ago. I've never wanted him here, Stephen. I've said that, yeah. But if he was number three,
I said Benitez. I said, but before we got Arteta, we should have got Benitez.
Yeah.
Should have got Benitez. He never got investment from Mike Ashley, yet kept Newcastle with a championship side in the Premier League. He won the Champions League with Liverpool that weren't the best side in Europe. And we're 3-0 down at half time.
What he done at Chelsea, right? The question I asked: if Mikel Arteta was number 2 to Sean Dyche at Burnley, would you have wanted him?
No.
Right? I guarantee no one would have. But because he worked under Pep at Man City, and a couple of players come out and went, "Oh, he's a really good coach. He's really improved my game." Oh my God! Yeah, he'll do. Yeah. He worked under Pep. Yeah, bring him in. What are you seeing at the moment? It's reminiscent of a Man City side. No. Come on. Wake up, man. Gotta go.
Let me get this two super chats in. You know what it is? They have no desire, and I cannot believe we are, because I watch Arsenal since 1990. This is Paul Bridle, and to now. Where is it? Just no heart. He's saying there's no heart, which is. But there's one. Thank you for that, Paul. Thank you very much. I can't argue against it. The signature says, "I rate you, Diesel, but he's a human being, but not a robot. He's been lied to, obviously demoralised. They need morale, mate, but he has been cheating."
No, I
suppose he's talking about.
Can I just make also a point?
I disagree with that. I disagree.
Like, a lot of these fans that are going on about with the Arteta thing is that they've never seen us through the dark times. You could look through George Graham to Wenger as the good times, right? And don't tell me that we couldn't play. They said we can't play low block football. It's going to be different to everyone. Well, George Graham did it, right? So Arsenal can do it. They've done it before. They just did it with it. There's just Wenger decided to change the perception of it. When we've got to Wenger and had the good times, they're now starting to see what it's like when we are now going through the bad times, where before George Graham turned up. Now, I wasn't alive then. You probably were, Diesel, and Claude, you were there as well. So
only just.
Only just, right? But you understand what it's like to go through the hard times. They don't. Right, so when they have a go at people like you that have seen this all before, I don't think it's very fair.
Yeah.
Right, I cherish the fact that I got to see Arsenal at the Invincibles when I was 10 years old. So I do not see us winning another title in 20 years.
Yeah,
especially when it's under this ownership.
Yeah, Bargarth, I understand what you're saying. Bargarth Condete says there's another one. Bargarth, thanks a lot. Paint deep for me too, Diesel. Cronkia, look at St. Louis Rams with a cash cow for his power and crusades. Arteta is paid to avoid relegation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm sorry, the thing as well is that people are saying to avoid relegation.
You have to look
despite the owner, despite the players, right? You can have a go at the players all you like. You can have a go at the owners all you like. And it comes down to it. Arteta makes the decisions, right? He decided to leave Ozil at the squad. He says his decision, whether it's come from the owners or whatever. He said that's his decision, right? So I'm at a point now is that you can't find a manager that can't get something decent out of that side, right? You're saying that if there's no manager that can do it, you're saying that Tierney's no good, Leno's no good, Pepe's no good, Partey's no good, Saka's no good, Martinelli, who will come back, is no good, Partey's no good, and Aubameyang's no good. You're saying they're all crap, right? They're all crap and they deserve to be where they are.
There's a super chat. I can't get it down. I've got it on the top of the screen, but I can't get it down. Arsenal fans were, oh, there it is. How'd you do that, Diesel? Because I can't get it down on mine.
No, just click on it, mate. To hear
Arsenal
the
fans were,
to hear the timekeeper.
Arsenal fans were honeymoon season over. Arsenal fans going on about Arteta broke Klopp. Yeah, I remember that comment. It's making Arsenal a laughing stock. What did we break Klopp? They're fucking. They can put the youngsters in, and they still up there with Spurs at the top of the league, only on goal difference.
I tell you what, we should all. I honestly think when it comes to, we all know like Lee Gunner was Arteta out from the start. Did he get a time machine and go forward in time? Right. I mean, it's not exactly like he's wrong, is it?
No, but yeah.
There's a load of people that disagree, but you can't fault in his opinion in a minute.
No, you can't. But I to be honest with you, I didn't want him in the first. I was willing to give him a go.
Oh, he said it on this.
I was willing to give it a chance. I'm willing to give it a chance as usual.
I'm not. I'm pointing it there that it's not. It can't be just. I don't blame. To be honest with you, Kroenke's put money in. Yeah, but it's his choice of recruitment that's got to be looked at. He's put the money in. If they're going to go out and give 70 million for Pepe, and then or who might come good, by the way, or you go 35 million for Xhaka and 35 million here for. It's like if my old man, when I was there, if he gave me something, 100 quid to go and buy something, if I buy the shit stuff, is it my old man's fault? No, of course it's not. So you can't, it's just. I don't know what to say. I mean, you can't just blame Kroenke. You can blame the recruitment as well. What's the recruitment doing? But the recruitment are giving.
No, but part of me, the only thing I blame,
looking after agents, people like Raul were paying off agents to make sure they're all right to get players in.
The thing with that I get is that part of me, in a way, feels sorry for Arteta for the reason that he's totally inexperienced. This is his first job. He has come into a club that is in shit. It is in a shit mess, right? Ever since Wenger left, right? So why was he put in that spot when he knows he's not even got the ounce of experience of how to deal with it? Even everyone knew that an experienced manager was going to have trouble getting all this mess sorted, right? And in the space of time that the fans would be happy with, right? I feel in a way that the board had just sold him a job that was never going to be big enough, that was way too big enough for him to solve.
Steve, do you honestly think Emery left us in a mess? Hang on, let me put it another way, right? Do you honestly think Arteta came into a mess? I don't. I think what we're seeing at the moment is an absolute mess. I don't think. How could Emery get fifth, a point off fourth, and the Europa League final with a dead squad like he had? And Arteta's got a squad that is levels above what he had, and we're in what, 15th?
Yeah, I get that, but the problem I find with is that a lot of the players that Emery had, they're all like over 100 grand a week, and we looked at the transfer window. No one wanted them. Why? Because they were too expensive in terms of wages, so we couldn't get them off the bill. So we have to now wait until next summer, until the contracts run out, so we can get the wages back. So then we can actually go and get quality players. because we put dead players on too big a contract.
We've got
no one want to buy them.
Steve, yeah, Arsenal, right? Obviously, you know, as you know, and Claude and everyone else in the chat, yeah, we're not exactly a backstreet club. We're a massive club with some of the best negotiators, right, in football, yeah, right? Arsenal, in my opinion,
we're a big club with a small club mentality.
Yeah, but we pay top dollar. When you look at salaries, etc., Arsenal pay extremely well. Right, we've probably got the best lawyers, the best solicitors, the best negotiators who are on big money.
Yeah, I wish I
Arsenal, for example, Socrates, yeah, right. Instead of, oh no, let's pluck a figure out of the air. If Arsenal demanded 10 million, but he's on top wages as well, right? Then just say to another club, give me 5 million then. So you're knocking off 5 million, you're getting him off the wage bill. Yes, it's 5 million less, but you know what? Rather that than nothing. Right, we could have done that. All this bollocks about we can't sell these players. Worst players than this get sold every day in the transfer market. These players are bad for us, but they could be a gem for another club.
Do you think Arteta actually told the board to say no to Bellerin when they got 20 million off PSG? Right, off PSG were offering 20 million for Bellerin. I would have snapped their hand off.
Yeah.
Right now. Is that Arteta saying that he worked back Bellerin, he wanted to stay, or was that the board saying, I want more money? Because I think that's the board saying, we overvalue these players. Right? Because, I'm sorry, Bellerin's not worth 20. I wouldn't pay 50p. I'd rather go buy a Freddo down the sweet shop.
Pete, sorry about that, Pete. I didn't mean to miss your comment. I've supported LG and still do. I think I'm less important to these views now. I don't know where you're going. Mate, I've supported LG and still do. I think I'm less important to his views than that. I don't know, mate. Sorry if I missed your any other comments, Pete. You said I missed your comment, but it's not one thing I do deliberately, by the way. So many coming in here. Sorry, I don't mean if I'm missing comments, it's not deliberate. I've just seen one of your comments.
Becoming too famous.
I don't know. LG.
Lee Gunner.
Oh right. Lee wouldn't do it either on purpose. But
No.
I think we've got so many coming in. If I could, and sometimes I'm on my own here when I'm doing my morning shows as well. That I can't get every comment. I can't see every comment. It goes so quick. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to speak, you're trying to do that, and you're looking at comments.
Claude, listen, we can't get every list. There's 393 people watching, right? Yeah. Now, I'm sure you guys in the chat room will agree, right? Out of every channel, every other channel, right, that you watch on YouTube, we are probably, right, the best at putting up as many comments as we can, right? Because some of these channels don't put up one, right? They don't even read out super chats, yeah? We do all of that, and we talk as well. So if we miss comments, apologies, but let's not apologise too tough, Claude, because we do a very good job.
Do you know what? Look, there's always ones that I mean, last Thursday I had my army infusion at home, right? And I had the midline put in at hospital, and I came down and had the infusion at home, which was great. So I thought I'd go get some sleep, a couple of hours sleep before I do a stream on the Arsenal game. So did a couple of hours sleep, but when it got to about towards half time during the stream, I was said to the panel that was on, I've got to stop because I'm screwed. The effects of the infusion takers, and there's always be some newcomer that will come in and say, "Oh, what's this? You're starting. You're stopping halfway through. What channel's this?" And just spread hate. And I'm like, well, if you're spreading hate with the life you have, right? Though I'd swap your life in a heartbeat, then you're just sad.
Yeah.
So you just some people are never going to be pleased.
Comment from Pete. Sorry, I didn't see that. Sorry. Go back again. Oh, nothing to do with your channel. Sorry. I thought I missed my I was missing your thing, mate. but I apologise if we have. Right, he's a member as well, so I do apologise. Diesel, yes, I agree. There's one major channel that doesn't read any comments at all. I can't say who. No,
I don't exactly. I don't need 3 guesses, MN, do I, mate? Exactly.
no. Listen,
Tell you what, Claude, do you want to read a comment out? Read that one. Chris Davidson, my guy. Tell you how he is.
The class of reading out people's comments. Thank you very much. And, I appreciate it. Listen, I know Diesel's got to be away in a minute, so I'm going to call it a day because I've had a long day. I've had 3 shows on. I've had the guy from, I've had Lawrence from LA going. We had reminiscing about the old days, and I've
got a big group as well. So I've got
been going to Highbury up until 1990, then flying to Los Angeles and starting a new life. And he loves Arsenal to death. I had him on earlier. It was a great debate. We were talking about Kroenke because that's where Kroenke is based at the moment, and a few interesting things come out. Listen, thank you everyone. Back tomorrow. We've got Turkish on the channel tomorrow.
Everyone, by the way, tomorrow I've got AFTV's Lee Judges doing an interview with us on my channel at 7 p.m. If anyone has any questions that they want to ask him, come on and ask your questions and ask away. So
brilliant, and that's good. We got Turkish on at 8 o'clock, I think, tomorrow. Diesel.
Yeah. Listen, we'll plug it now because there's 350 people watching. Tomorrow, I think it's 8 o'clock. Claude, am I right? 8 p.m. Turkish makes his debut on the Claude and the Banstas.
We're really glad to have him. Big YouTuber, of course, as you all know. Him and Lee Gunner are really doing well on YouTube, and the little guy like me needs to learn a few things off him. See, so here we go. So it should be
the little guy. I'm the little. I must be like the ant.
So it should be a good night. Turkish dinner, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Tune in. We're really looking forward to that. And then that's it. And we'll be while the games are going on as well. There'll be a big game at Man United. We'll be updating you with Man United's game tomorrow. So thank you, Nina. Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you, Pete. No, there's no apology needed, mate. If anything, I should.
Yes, Pete. No worries, mate. No worries.
And so, take care, everyone. Good night,
Lord, before we go, sorry, I've got to get one more thing in. Sorry.
Yeah.
Before we go, and this needs to be said. I think MN mentioned it earlier on. Yes, MN, we have finally, we've hit 29,000 subs. But listen, just want to take this time. This isn't us, by the way. This is you. This is you guys, right? You know, this is the reason why we do these streams. Yeah. And you guys have been you've been nothing short of first class. And a lot of you guys tune in literally every single stream. And we're always getting you guys coming on.
If I just say you guys, if it weren't for you guys, right, I would have been nowhere. Right, honestly, you lot have been, and the rest of the football community as well. Since I started doing this channel properly and restarting it, have been absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you enough. No,
thank you very much, and thank you. Great. The great news about your charity as well. Really happy to hear that it's hit the £1,000 mark. Really done really well, and well done to you for that. Well done
to everyone, because it's all.
Yeah, well done to everyone as well has contributed.
So we're not bad, Steve, are we? As a few people always call.
I saved those.
Few people always call me and Terry a couple of wrong uns, eh? Not bad, though, are we? Not bad for a couple of wrong uns, eh, Steve?
I'll save you those stories for later.
I know you guys.
Take care, everyone. Thank you, Diesel, for joining me tonight, and thank you also for coming on, Stephen. And thank you all for joining us tonight. And take care. Don't forget tomorrow morning. Hopefully, Lee Gunner will be well, and joining me tomorrow around about 11:30. And tomorrow night, the big one. Turk is in the building tomorrow night.
And sorry, before we go, super chat, Claude, super chat. Ariel, before we go, he wants to wind me up.
Funny enough, I've got to do some washing tonight, so that's appropriate.
Oh, Claude, give it the usual. Go on.
And I respect your opinion, and thank you for reminding me about my washing tonight. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.
Lovely. I love you, mate. Arteta out.